friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing tonight? I want to welcome everyone to my channel. All my subscribers, new and previous ones, and just thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I think I have, last check, I have about 35 more to get to 200, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm here tonight just to share my thrifted treasures from this week. I think I went to 2 Goodwills and my favorite thrift store here in my town. So I'll just show you what I got real quick. It's not a whole lot, so this will be a quick video. But what I found at a Goodwill was this. This is a little purse. And as you can see, it's got some very pretty fabric on it. And it's got some like pom-poms down here. And this pretty just fabric. I just love this fabric. The colors, the like burgundy-ish colors, and like different shades of burgundy, the blues. So I just want to make sure you can see it, but I thought I wasn't going to make a boho journal. I wasn't planning to, but when I saw this, I was like, wow, that would be really cool, you know, to make a boho journal. And I'm not sure exactly how I would do it yet, but if you can picture this as a journal, it would be this way for you all. And so I don't know if I would leave it like this, and then you have a zipper here, so you could leave that as a, you know, a spot to tuck things in, or I could take it, cut it in half, and, you know, use it that way. But probably the wisest thing would be to do was to leave it together. So you can just picture that. I would cut off these strings here and just make it into a journal. So I think that would be really cute. It's probably about, I don't have a ruler right here, but it looks like it's about 6 inches or so long, maybe 7, and about 4 or so, 4.5 inches wide. So almost traveler's notebook size as far as the standard 4 and say 4 1/4 across, and it's about 7 probably inches long. So, you know, nice size for a journal. Anyway, that's one of my treasures, and that's my plan for it. I've got this pattern, which I thought was pretty. I don't buy too many patterns, but I like the ladies on this one. So I can use the, you know, the envelope, and it doesn't look old. It doesn't look old or anything, but I can use the envelope as a pocket in, or, you know, pocket in my journal. And then I can use the insides, and I do like to use this part as pages. And then you can use the tissue paper part as a page, or sometimes I just use that for when I have an order and I, you know, want to wrap it up in something different other than the other tissue paper I usually use. Sometimes I'll use pattern paper depending on what it is. So it's pretty cool, pretty handy. And then let's see what else. My thrift store locally in my town, the mom and pop thrift store, I found these patches this week, and I thought that would be cool to do something with on a journal or in a journal. So I just picked out some kind of that went together. She had a whole basket full, and I picked these out. So these are like red and gray. I don't know what IGO is, but personalized service member IGO, and there are 2 different shades. This one has a gray background, this one has a blue background, and I like the gray and red and blue and red combination. And also, I don't know what cardin, C-A-R-D-I-N is, but I like the colors on these too. So I had I got 4 of those. So I thought those were gonna, you know, I'll challenge myself to use those either on a cover. They'd be cool sewn on a cover, you know. We'll see. Well, here's the other one. Island Tree Soccer Club, green and yellow. So that was cool, I thought. And then these two little things I found there at that thrift store. I don't know. I guess they're stickers. Yeah, they're sticky on the back. And I just like the look of them. I don't know. I've never seen them before. So, but I thought they were cool. I like this one says Par Avion. So like a airmail type of pattern on here. And it has some hearts. You know, so postal related. And this one says London, so this one's also kind of looks like postal related. It looks like a postmark right here. It says London 1858. So I don't know if they have these at Hobby Lobby or what, but I have never seen them before. So she had them there, so I got them from her. And then, let's see, I think that's all I got there. This I found at Goodwill, which I thought was I think it's old. It looks like 70s. And it looks like it's been sitting in someone's closet or cabinet or drawer for a long time and never used. So I think it's old, probably from the 70s. It says, as you can see, groovy, and the smiley faces over here. You know, I could be wrong. It could be new, but it looks, if it's new, it's retro. So, and then, so it's got this like 70s retro or vintage paper. It's wrapping paper, and it's got this happy birthday paper here. And I looked for a date on here, and I didn't see anything except for right here. It says printed. It says printed in the USA. So that's all I could find on here, and I liked it. If I use it as a page, I will probably have to back it. It does seem a little, you know, it might not be so sturdy as a page by itself. But you can, you know, use it in your layering or tags, or, you know, back it with some file folder or some coffee dyed paper. So that's my plans for that. I did find some more score pads here. This one had a pretty sailboat image on the front. So I'll have to do something with the covers too on these score pads I've been getting. And then that's the score pad inside. It's actually coming apart. Or maybe from people handling at Goodwill, possibly. Because this, I had to actually put it back together. It's kind of strewn around on the shelf a little bit. I don't know if y'all ever do that, but I was like, this is pretty cool, but, you know, I had to gather it up to put it back together and then take it to the register. So that's a bridge score pad. And also, they had these tally cards, which are really pretty. I don't think they're old, but they're vintage looking. I like the floral design. I don't have any, like, you know, exactly like this. They say winter, I don't know, some kind of winter something, maybe theme. Well, these are not going to open very easily. So let's just use my handy dandy scissors. I'm sure they look like all the other tally cards inside because they're not old. As far as I can tell, they're not old. They could be old, but yeah, they look like the normal tally cards. So really cute. There's 8 in there. And then the only other 2 things was, this is just a pack of blank note cards, and I liked the picture on here with the, let's see, they're blank inside, and they have this floral and butterflies. I'm trying to figure out which way they go. I think they go like this. So they have like a lightish, greenish, yellowish background with, you know, flowers, pretty flowers and butterflies. So I like the pattern. That's why I got these. And they can go, you know, with a lot of things because they're just pretty blank cards. And I was going to make sure of how they look inside. Yeah, blank. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they could go either way, but I think they're supposed to go like this. So I just thought those were pretty, and they were, you know, cheap. So, and the thing I was most excited about was this, believe it or not. I saw this box, and it said, well, it was like this on the shelf. So I saw Smeed. And so I thought, office supplies. What is it? I didn't know what it was. I picked it up. It's heavy. And I opened it. And what it is is these prongs. So I, believe it or not, had this in the back of my mind, way back in the back of my mind, that if I ever see these metal prongs, I was going to get them at a yard sale or a thrift store or whatever. So I found them at a Goodwill, and they're really cooler than I even had in mind because they're brown. You know, I've always seen the silver ones. I've never really seen these brown ones. And they're pretty cool because you can use them alone. You don't really need anything else with them. And these are double. Like, I never saw a double pronged one before. I've only seen the singles. So let me, instead of bending this one, let me show you this one I already bent. This one, you know, you can bend them both ways. So my plan is to, like, here's a piece of cardstock, and I already made the holes here. And my plan is, what you do is just say poke them in here, and then you can fasten something onto both sides. Isn't that awesome? So I'm like going to put some note paper on one side, and then maybe something else on the other side. You could put a picture, or maybe I'll leave it for the person who gets the journal that this is going to go into to put what they want there. Like, you can put a picture or a journaling card or a piece of fabric, or just, you know, use your imagination. I'll have to think of some more things. You could put a time card, you know, a little tag, a big tag. You could put alteration tag. So, you know, and then you can, of course, you can move it because, you know, it's movable. It's, you know, you can just open it up and move things around. So I thought those were really cool. I'm really excited that I found them. I couldn't believe it that I finally found some. And so I didn't know if they were new or old. See how cool that looks, even with that on the brown. And this actually looks like it has a brown print on it, so that even looks cooler. But what was I going to say? Oh, I looked up the price on these. There's a quantity of 100 in here. So this is actually, I found them online for, I think, $12. I don't know if they have them in stores or you have to order them online. But anyway, they're at least $12 for this box. And so I got them for way less than that. So it's pretty cool. I thought I'd share them in my shop, and so there's a few in my shop, but I do have big plans for these. So this is my exciting find for the week. So anyway, yeah, I have a few in my shop, so I'll share those. And my plan for tomorrow night is to let you know what I'm working on, some new ideas and things I've been experimenting this week. So I'm going to do that video tomorrow night. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the journal I'm working on. And I will tell you, here's some of the goodness of it. And I will tell you that it's a paper bag journal. So this is a sneak peek of the pages, and this is a sneak peek of the cover. It's coming out really well. I wasn't sure when I started because I was like, I've never made a paper bag journal, but I thought about it quite a bit, about how to make it sturdy and everything. And I'll tell you about that tomorrow night and what I did, what I came up with. But I think it's really turning out pretty, and you know, you can just see some of the goodness here. So I'll let y'all go, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting. See you next time.